Guys, let's first correct the homework. Number 1, x squared minus 25. So we have the difference of two squares. I have two terms, and the operation is subtraction. So I radical the first term, x squared radical is x, and radical of 25 is 5. So x minus 5 and x plus 5. Now for number 2, I have two terms, but I need to rearrange them such that the negative term would be in the middle. So 4x squared minus 16. Now I radical the first term 2x, and I radical 16 is 4, and minus and plus. For number 3, I need to rearrange the terms. I need to have the subtraction in the middle. Now radical 4 is 2, and radical 9x squared, radical 9 is 3, and radical x squared is x. Now 2 minus 3x, 2 plus 3x. Now for number 4, I need first to factorize these two terms. X squared minus 16 is x minus 4, x plus 4 minus 2, x minus 4, x plus 1. Now I need to find the common factor, which is x minus 4. So x minus 4 is the common factor, and I open brackets. I'm left with x plus 4 and minus 2 x plus 1 equals to x minus 4, and now I develop inside the brackets x plus 4 minus 2x minus 2 is equal to x minus 4, x minus 2x is minus x, plus 4 minus 2 is plus 2, and I'm done. Now for the fifth exercise, 2x plus 3 squared plus 4x squared minus 9 is 2x minus 3, 2x plus 3. Now 2x plus 3 is a common factor, so I take 2x plus 3 as a common factor, and I open brackets. 2x plus 3 squared divided by 2x plus 3 is 2x plus 3, plus 2x minus 3, I write it down, and 2x plus 3 divided by 2x plus 3, they cancel. Now I develop inside brackets 2x plus 3 plus 2x minus 3 equal to 2x plus 3, 2x plus 2x is 4x, plus 3 minus 3 is 0, so I'm left with 4x, and I'm done. Okay guys, now I'm going to continue explaining. I'm going to explain a small note. Suppose I have the following expression that I need to factorize: x plus 2, x minus 3, plus 2x plus 4, x plus 5. So I need to find a common factor between the two terms, between this term and this term. Now as I can see, I don't have a common factor between the first term and the second term. In the first term I have x plus 2, x minus 3, and in the second term I have 2x plus 4, x plus 5. So I don't have a common factor, but since I need to factorize, so there must be a common factor. Now what I need to do in this case is I need to try to find a common factor inside each parenthesis, meaning between the first parenthesis, which is x plus 2, if I take x plus 2, I don't have any common factor between x and 2. Now between x and 3 there is no common factor. Now for 2x and 4 I have a common factor between 2x and 4. The common factor is 2. Both terms can be divided by 2, so 2 is a common factor between 2x and 4. And between x and 5 I do not have a common factor, so I can take 2 as a common factor for this parenthesis alone, meaning I copy everything the same, and I take 2 as a common factor for this parenthesis only. What I do is I take 2 as a common factor and I divide each term inside the parenthesis by 2. So 2x divided by 2 is x and 4 divided by 2 is 2. And I copy the rest as they are. Now, if I look at this expression, I now have a common factor which is x plus 2. So I take x plus 2 as a common factor and I open brackets. Now I divide each term by the common factor which is x plus 2. So I'm left with x minus 3 plus 2. X plus 2 divided by x plus 2. 1 and x plus 5. Now I expand inside the brackets. X minus 3 plus 2x plus 10 equals to x plus 2, 3x, x plus 2x, 3x minus 3 plus 10 is plus 7. And I'm done. Now let's take another example. Factorize 2x plus 3 x minus 2x plus 3 x minus 3 minus x plus 1 3x minus 9. I need to find a common factor. I don't have any common factor, so I try to find a common factor in each parenthesis. Now between 2x and 3 I don't have a common factor. Now between x and 3 no common factor. Between x and 1 no common factor. Between 3x and 9 I have a common factor which is 3. Since both terms 3x and 9 can be divided by 3. So here I have a common factor which is 3. So I copy the first term minus. Now I need to take 3 as the common factor here. So I need to place a 3 here. I copy this the same. Now I divide each term of this parenthesis by 3. Since I've taken 3 as a common factor of this parenthesis. So 3x divided by 3 is x minus 9 divided by 3 is 3. I placed my common factor at the beginning of my term. Now, x minus 3 is a common factor now, so I take it as a common factor. And I open brackets. Now I divide each term by the common factor. I'm left with 2x plus 3 minus 3x plus 1. Now I expand inside the brackets. 2x plus 3 minus 3x minus 3 equals to x minus 3. 2x minus 3x is minus x plus 3 minus 3 is 0. Now for my last example, let's try to factorize this expression. 2x minus 8 x minus 2 squared plus 2x minus 4 squared. Now I don't have any common factor, so I try to find a common factor in each parenthesis. In the first parenthesis I have 2x and 8. I can take 2 as a common factor. Now here I don't have a common factor, and in x minus 4 I don't have a common factor, so I take 2 here as a common factor between 2x and minus 8. 2x divided by 2 is x, minus 8 divided by 2 is 4, x minus 2 plus 2 x minus 4 squared. Now x minus 4 is a common factor. I take it and I divide each term by the common factor, so I'm left with 2x minus 2 plus 2x minus 4 squared divided by x minus 4 is x minus 4. Now expand inside the brackets. 2x minus 4 plus 2x minus 8, which is equal to x minus 4. 2x plus 2x is 4x. Minus 4 minus 8 is minus 12. Okay guys, now factorize x squared minus 9 plus 2x minus 6 x plus 5. First I need to factorize these two terms. X squared minus 9, I have a difference of 2 squares since I have two terms with subtraction. So I radical the first term x, radical the second term 9 is 3. Now minus 3 x plus 3 plus 2x minus 6 x plus 5. Now I need to find a common factor In this case, I don't have a common factor, so I try to find a common factor in each parenthesis. Between x and 3, no common factor. Between 2x and 6, I have a common factor, which is 2, so I can take 2 as a common factor here. So if I take 2 as a common factor, I'm left with 2x divided by 2 is x, minus 6 divided by 2 is 3, x plus 5. Now, x minus 3 is a common factor. I take it, open brackets, I'm left with x plus 3 plus 2, x plus 5. Now expand inside the brackets, x minus 3, x plus 3 plus 2x plus 10 equals to x minus 3, x plus 2x is 3x, plus 3 plus 10 is plus 13, and I'm done. Now guys, we're not going to have a homework. I'm going to give you a worksheet that you need to solve. I will post it on lesson. You have till Wednesday to finish the worksheet, and tomorrow we will continue the chapter. Stay safe. Goodbye.